The state-funded Ethiopian Human Rights Commission in Addis Ababa recently told VOA it could investigate claims of land being redistributed unlawfully in the disputed region of Western Tigray.
If these claims are verified, they're certainly, definitely very concerning to the Ethiopian Human Rights Commission, and we will monitor and investigate. Yes.
According to a Reuters report published in June 2021, Amhara regional authorities were encouraging ethnic Amharas to move into Mai Kadra in Western Tigray, an area that has been administrated by the Tigray region for decades. Amhara regional officials claimed 500,000 ethnic Amharas were forced off their land during the 30-year reign of the previous government, dominated by one of the parties in the ruling coalition, the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF, which held power until 2018. VOA cannot independently verify that claim. The report also said Tigrayans were being illegally forced off their land as part of an effort to move ethnic Amharas into the disputed land, adding to rights groups' concerns of ethnic cleansing. Since then, Amhara officials have been reluctant to give information on the scale of the plan to settle ethnic Amharas in the land previously inhabited by Tigrayans. Some told VOA in May, however, that ethnic Amharas continue to move into the disputed land. But ethnic Tigrayans are not the only ones impacted by ethnic-based land distribution, residents say. Given rare access to Mai Kadra, a town in Western Tigray, VOA found a protest organised by ethnic Amharas against new arrivals from the same ethnic group. Protesters claim long-term residents are being neglected. Although VOA was advised not to film the protest, one demonstrator spoke on the condition his identity be hidden.
Today we were forced to go out to protest, asking for land, as we are the ones left behind after the massacre and need to till land for our daily bread.
The town of Mai Kadra made world headlines in November 2020 when hundreds of ethnic Amhara civilians were massacred by ethnic Tigrayans. An excavator had to be brought into the town to bury the dead, according to local reports. Amhara regional forces then engaged in revenge killings of ethnic Tigrayans. Atakilt Hagos Kassa, an ethnic Tigrayan who has lived in the community for decades, said many people sought refuge in this church during the massacre. He says he was saved from an attacking Amhara mob by Amhara friends, but most Tigrayans have fled the town because they fear reprisal.
Almost half left the city during the night. Many of them went to Sudan. Some went towards Gondar. Members of well-to-do families went elsewhere.
The mayor of Mai Kadra insists relations between the two ethnic groups have improved recently.
The people guilty of carrying out the massacre already left the city. Those killers will face trial. No one pushed them to leave the city. They left on their own accord because they know the land doesn't belong to them. That's why they killed and massacred.
He dismissed claims of ongoing ethnically motivated attacks against Tigrayans and played down the issue of land disputes and the protests taking place in the town that day. Henry Wilkins for VOA News, Mai Kadra, Ethiopia.